Go 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, right away, he lost the football. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you, and your coaching's
looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, look at this play call. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sheds off the tackle. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll run here with Mixon. Room here to run. Powering his way forward.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He missed on his first 3 passes. Was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time. And running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Here we go now.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Bailey now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Beathard, and incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
effort.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the 49ers are going to get a first. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that...
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the 49ers. Add on to their lead.
Touchdown!
And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Here we go now.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He'll look to throw. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards. To throw is Beathard. Oh, and now he bowls him up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go now.
Back to throw Beathard. And he's going to go down again. Denzel Perryman in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Beathard to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw is Beathard. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's Beathard to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They're going to look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he is knocked down from the side. Right there around the 35-yard line. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Vernon Butler able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Here we go. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Leopard! Leopard!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. And he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. They'll throw here. Beathard dumps it off to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And is it 100?
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point try now for Walsh. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Yeah, he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they...
And now look at him go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, here we go.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be...
And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tight end to the right, tight end to the right. Set. All right, now look at 56.
Again, it's Mixon. They find some open field here. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now Mixon. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Now let's go. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue landing.
Now Beathard. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Here we go now.
Now they run with Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Here we go now.
Beathard to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Walsh is going to miss this one. That is no good for Walsh. Wide off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Let's go, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Beathard. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Niners on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Ross on the return. And now running right through it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are in for 6.
Well, that touchdown won't change who's going to win the game, but I think you and I know a few people who play fantasy football that may have had some interest in that one.
Yeah, that's one thing. When you get late in these games and they're out of reach, those touchdowns, maybe a couple people on the edge of their couch for the wrong reason.
Yeah, not just moral victories are played for anymore, are they?
Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Here we go now.
Here's Beathard to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Tie it right. Here we go.
To throw is Beathard. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Mixon. And an out. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Here we go.
Here's Beathard to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Back to throw Beathard.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do?
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Go! Let's go! Leopard! Let's go! Watch it now, Barney!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. That goes for a gain of 31. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now back to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And
it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this may be a carbon copy, as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.